Hi, I'm Becky, and this is my 2014 December daily, which I did in summer of 2016. So we're a little bit behind, but I caught up, and so here they are. I used one of the Allie Edwards December daily albums from 2015. It's the 4x6 little Mary. It says Mary, 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 with little stars and stuff. For the, I don't know why I'm holding it upside down. My brain is just off. For the label, I went ahead and stamped this little Oh So Merry in 2014 right there, and so let's go ahead and dive on in. I kept the inside cover blank because I thought there was enough going on. This Tis the Season is one of the Project Life Stampin' Up! Cards from 2015, I think, and then there's some wood veneer. When I want to add color to wood veneer, this is just one of my funny little tips, is I think the best way to do it is nail polish. So that's one of my red SE nail polishes for the 2014. And for the back, I went ahead and used some gemstones and little rhinestone stars to decorate the trees. I used little tiny Heidi Swap rub-on numbers for the dates for this album, but they ended up being really tiny and I didn't want them to get lost. So by the end of the album, it was quite a challenge to think of cute new ways to make them stand out. So for the first, we've got our Elf on the Shelf's return, and I've got a little wood veneer that says Spotted Elf on the Shelf. For the second, see there's the two right there. I don't know if you can see it with the glare, but it's attached to the string like the little enamel dots to look like ornaments, because that's the decorating the tree day. I added some sequins to this little ornament. The third, this one's inside the snowflake, and then there's little gems around it. That's the craft show in Virginia Beach. I added some little star, or I guess not star, they're snowflake, confetti sequin bits from Michael's with little gemstones in the center on that side. The fourth is just shopping at Target. Bree is a Mickey Mouse fanatic, and she loved all the inflatables they had there. Fifth is a picture of all of our Christmas books in the basket, because they only come out in December, so it's a big deal to have all those fun new books to read. Sixth is a Christmas event in our town called Holly Dazzle. They have a huge city center fountain and a huge tree, and they have food trucks, and they have characters, and they have caroling, and then later at night they have fireworks, but we did not make it to the fireworks because it was cold and the baby was cranky. So we took some pictures and ate, and then kind of hightailed it back home and got to skip the traffic, so it worked. We've got a really cool store near us, the Yankee Candle Company store. It's huge, and they have a really big Christmas room all year round, and they have a train that goes around the top, and it snows, and Bree just thought it was the coolest thing ever. So here she is trying to catch the snow. Magical is one of my acrylic words from Color Cast Designs. I filled this pocket with some of the snowflake confetti mix and some white Martha Stewart heart confetti. And then when I stitched it closed, I went ahead and used a couple of the snowflakes to under the stitching, just to add a little more interest. Just a little filler card that says Mary there, and then Jeff and Bree and some wood veneer trees. For the 8th, we've got Christmas cookies. These are buttons, Christmas buttons, that I just cut the shank off of with some wire snips. It's really hard to see because it's kind of dark, but you'll see them later in the album too. They're little holly leaves. Some sequins on this label, baker's twine, more of the acrylic shapes. 9th is Christmas cupcakes. We are big cupcake eaters, and we have an amazing, amazing, amazing cupcake shop near us. If you're ever in Virginia Beach, go to Twisted Sister Cupcakes. They are wonderful. Their cookie dough cupcake is my absolute favorite in the world. The 10th, we actually did a Christmas card this year, so that's just journaling about the Christmas card, and I think you can see that one a little bit better. There's one of those buttons, and I die cut a felt tag and then a cardstock little layered tag to go over it for the journaling. There was our Christmas card. There's the inside. The 11th, we've got a lot of light and motion ornaments from Hallmark on our tree, and Bree was just fascinated by it. It was so funny. So this was actually just screenshots taken from a video of her laughing about the tree, because we had a Mickey Mouse ornament right at her eye level that was a choo-choo train, and she loves trains and Mickey Mouse, so it was just the best of all worlds for her. I used some little tinsel ribbon on those cards there. For the 12th, that's one of those Christmas buttons. That one's a poinsettia. We went to Dickens Christmas Town in Norfolk. It was really cute. They have a big warehouse that they make look like Victorian London, and they have actors and they have little shops, and it's very, very cute. Her favorite part, of course, was the train. They had a huge train display set up, and she thought that was just nifty. Let's see. We have a really great house near us that does an amazing light display. This is Merry and Bright in the acrylic words. And Bree thought it was really cool. Here's another confetti pocket with clear stars and the Christmas lights. Use the same little Christmas light confetti there to set off the number for the journaling. Bree was not excited about Santa this year at all. They also had a snow machine. I mean, it's one of those amazing houses that goes all out, so that was really cool. One of our Christmas traditions is we like to move our mattress out into the living room one night and sleep under the Christmas tree. So there's that, and then there's the number for that day on the wood veneer snowflake. And then just a little filler card. It says Joy. And then we have Santa. She was fine when I sat there with her after her meltdown with Winnie the Pooh, but when I just plopped her on Santa's lap and ran away, she was not a happy camper. For this day, my mom got here, and so that's just her and Bree staring at the Christmas tree. Somehow I missed getting a picture of the red cup that year, but I had a bag and one of the little ornament gift cards, so I used that. For the 17th. For the 18th, we went to Christmas Town at Busch Gardens. That's just a family picture with my parents and us, an acrylic word, more of the little Christmas buttons. A couple pictures from that. This is just an old Brad of a Christmas wreath. Some Christmas flair, which you use flair at your own risk. I had to throw away about probably 40 of my Christmas flair pieces this year when I went to do these albums, because they had like rusted in between the metal and the plastic. The paper itself just had all these splotches on it. It was very disappointing. That's the last day, or the last picture from Christmas Town with Frosty. The 19th is just a picture of excuse me and Bree watching Christmas movies. I'm so sorry. Apparently you should not shoot all these album videos back to back. I can't talk now. The 20th is the Surfing Santa 5-mile race in Virginia Beach. I ran that with my dad. So there's a little, they have magnets that are perfect, I think, for all of their races that I'd love to stick into my project life and December daily. So there's the little ad for this race. My dad dressed up. He's kind of precious. The 21st is just gingerbread houses. I stamped these little gingerbread guys on there, and then that's a sticker. It says gingerbread time. And I set up the tripod and do a lot of pictures with the remote for my camera and torture everyone. One of our Christmases is with my dad and his wife from Maryland. They come down, and so that's those pictures. And Bree opening presents. My husband and his fez and his little Deadpool Lego figure. And then we have another Christmas with my mom's side of the family up in Richmond, so that's at my cousin's house. That's the 23rd. And then for the 24th, we left out a cupcake and some milk for Santa. And then I've got a composite, well, not a composite, but coin pages with all of our Elf on the Shelf antics for this year. So there he is reading Christmas books, holding a star up on top of the tree. He put little glasses and felt mustaches on all of our pictures. He's dressed up like a reindeer. He dyed our milk green. He brought us a candle. He brought me some bubble bath because the elf and I are apparently BFFs. Here he is being Spider-Man. He brought balloons for Bree, which was a really big hit. Here he is with my new race medal, wrapping presents. He brings Bree Christmas jammies on Christmas Eve, the last day before he leaves. This was our favorite day. He staged a really big snowball fight with all of my husband's action figures with little white pom-pom snowballs. So, I mean, there's Megatron and Deadpool and Iron Man and Boba Fett and Optimus Prime and the Hulk. It was wonderful, and that one just couldn't be shrunk down enough for a 2-inch picture. It needed to be a really, really big one. So 4x6 was as big as I could go, so that's what it got. And then we've got Christmas morning. There's us and Bree and presents because my family goes nuts. I'm really trying to tame everyone down because I have a tiny house and I have another baby on the way, and we just do not have room for that many presents anymore. So here's Bree and my mom. Bree opening Disney stuffies. Her playing with her toys. And that's it. That is 2014. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try and answer them the best I can. Thanks. Bye.